Namaskar, I'm Shivani and a new postcard has arrived. One of the best things I find about India is the age-old connection we have with nature. Our rivers are worshipped, festivals are connected to specific seasons. Well, at times people may be married off to trees, but it's all at the end of the day about treating the entire universe and every being as precious. Imagine a cave situated at an altitude of 3,800 meters or 12,000 feet above sea level. A shivling that forms miraculously there for centuries. A geologist may call it a stalagmite, but we consider it divine and an annual message from God Himself. The fascinating Amarnath Temple is a Hindu shrine located in Jammu and Kashmir, India, about 141 kilometers from Srinagar, reached through Pahalgam town. The shrine represents an important part of Hinduism. The cave located in Lidar Valley is surrounded by glaciers, snowy mountains, and is covered with snow most of the year, except for a short period of time in summer when it is open to pilgrims. In 1989, pilgrims numbered between 12,000 and 30,000. In 2018, pilgrims numbered 2.85 lakh. The annual pilgrimage has varied between 20 and 60 days. The Amarnath cave, abode of the Mahamaya Shakti Peeth, is one of the 51 Shakti Peeths, temples throughout South Asia that commemorate the location of fallen body parts of the Hindu deity Sati. The Shivalingam is a stalagmite formation located at the Amarnath mountain inside a 40-meter high cave. The stalagmite is formed due to the freezing of water drops that fall from the roof of the cave onto the floor, resulting in an upward vertical growth of ice. There are different types of stalagmites. Here, the stalagmites considered as the lingam, a physical manifestation of Shiva, form a solid dome shape. Parvati and Ganesha are also present here as two smaller stalagmites. It is mentioned in the ancient Hindu texts of Mahabharata and Purans that lingam represents Shiva. The lingam waxes during May to August as snow melts in the Himalayas above the cave, and the resultant water seeps into the rocks that form the cave. Thereafter, the lingam gradually wanes. As per religious beliefs, it is said that the lingam grows and shrinks with the phases of the moon, reaching its height during the summer festival. According to Hindu religious beliefs, this is the place where Shiv explained the secret of life and eternity to his divine consort, Parvati. If you see the landscape of the area and the names of places around, one can connect so many dots. These locations of Kashmir are mentioned in our age-old scriptures, creating the startling evidence of Indian heritage. It is believed that Shiva left Nandi the bull at Pahalgam, which is Belgaum. At Chandanwari, he released the moon from his hair or jata. On the banks of Lake Sheshnag, he released his snake. At Mahaguna's Parvat, Mahaganesh mountain, he left his son Ganesh. At Panchtarni, Shiva left behind the five elements: earth, water, air, fire, and sky. As a symbol of sacrificing the earthly world, Shiva performed the Tandav dance. Then finally, Shiva entered the Amarnath cave along with Parvati, and both of them manifested into a lingam made of ice. Shiv became the lingam of ice and Parvati became the yoni of rock. The book Raj Tarangini refers to Krishant or Amarnath. It is believed that in the 11th century AD, Queen Suryamati gifted Trishuls, Banalingams and other sacred emblems to this temple. Rajavali Pataka, begun by Prajabhatta, contains detailed references to the pilgrimage to Amarnath Cave Temple. In addition, there are further references to this pilgrimage in many other ancient Indian texts. According to legend, sage Bhrigu was the first to have discovered Amarnath. A long time ago, it is believed that the valley of Kashmir was submerged underwater, and sage Kashyap drained it through a series of rivers and rivulets. As a result, when the waters drained, Bhrigu was the first to have darshan of Shiv at Amarnath. Thereafter, when people heard of the lingam, it became an abode of Shiv for all believers and the site of an annual pilgrimage, traditionally performed by lakhs of people in July and August during the Hindu holy month of Sawan, which is going on right now. Lidar Valley, where the cave is located, has a number of glaciers. In 2009, glaciologist Professor M.N. Kaul, the former head of the geography department at Jammu University, has said that while more scientific studies are needed, contributors to change in lingam size could include changes in the pathways for water leading to the lingam. The cave is made of limestone and gypsum. Heat generated by tourists affects the size of the stalagmite. Outside temperature changes also affect its size. To minimize artificially induced temperature changes, helicopter trips and helipad sites are regulated here. In 1895, pilgrims would first travel to Kheer Bhavani for a brief stop. Sustained by free rations given by the state, the pilgrims would then travel to Srinagar. From Srinagar, in batches, the pilgrims would then head up Lidar Valley, stopping at locations for holy dips. At Mat Bhavan, local Hindus would join them. Sister Nivedita, in notes of some wanderings with the Swami Vivekananda, writes of Swami Vivekananda's visit to the cave in 1898. Amarnath Yatra camp. Well, the pilgrimage Amarnath Yatra occurs when the iced stalagmite Shiva Lingam reaches the apex of its waxing phase through the summer months, which are going on right now. The beginning of the annual pilgrimage is marked by Pratham Pujan. It begins with a 43 kilometers mountainous trek from the Nunvan and Chandanwadi base camps at Pahalgam and reaches cave shrine after night halts at Sheshnath Lake and Panchatarni camps. The yatra is a way of earning revenue for the state government by imposing some tax on pilgrims. Local Bakarwal Gujars also make a living by offering services to the Hindu pilgrims. In 1995, the pilgrimage lasted for 20 days. Between 2004 and 2009, the duration stretched to 60 days. The following years saw the pilgrimage last between 40 and 60 days. Pilgrims visit the holy site during the 45-day season around the festival of Shravani Mela in July-August. In May 2022, the state government initiated a construction of a pilgrimage center of 3,000 people capacity for yatris in Srinagar to facilitate their stay when travelling for the holy pilgrimage. The annual teerth was cancelled in the year 2020 and 2021 due to COVID-19 pandemic. Brigu's Amarnath Mahatmya identifies a number of locations on the pilgrimage on the way to the Amarnath cave. Shuraihar, Shivpura, Pandrethan, Pampur, Avantipur, Vagahama, Chakreshwar, Harichandar are some of the names, some of the places that come on the route to this holy teerth sthan. On the return journey, Mamleshwar and Naudal are crossed. So it is quite an adventurous trek, you can say, in mountainous regions. Organization and facilities include officially the yatra is organized by the government in collaboration with the Shri Amarnath Shrine Board. Various agencies provide necessary facilities all along the route during the yatra period, which includes provision of ponies, supply of power, telecommunication facilities, firewood, and setting up of fair price shops. En route the cave, various non-governmental organizations have also set up food supply and resting tents called pandals, which are available for free to the pilgrims. Near the shrine, hundreds of tents which are erected by locals can be hired for night stay. Helicopter services from base camp to Panchatarni, which is 6 km from the cave, are also available from various private operators. That's all for today. Thank you for watching Postcards from Bharat. Namaskar.